Guys, there's a huge opportunity coming that's going to allow us to make a quick profit. Yeah, maybe 360 bucks in the next couple weeks. Guys, there are a lot of alcohol drinkers in this world, and I don't think it's slowing down anytime soon. People continue to drink alcohol even in times of recession, depression. They're not going to quit drinking. People also buy this company's products in times of celebration. I'm going to show you step by step how to make an easy profit in the company Constellation Brands this week. Be sure and watch all the way to the end as I'm going to show you why now is the right time to sell an Iron Condor in Constellation Brands. How do we place a Iron Condor option trade in STZ, Constellation Brands, using options in the most efficient and safe manner? And finally, an extra tip to make even more money on a simple follow-up add-on trade. Hey guys, we've got a great video for you here today. But first, before we get started, if you appreciate the research that goes into making these videos, all I ask is that you please hit that like and subscribe button so that we can get this video out to more people. It really helps the channel and I really appreciate it, so thank you very much. Today we're covering Constellation Brands, which has earnings this week. We're going to show you the perfect strategy to make a quick profit. I think it's super important that we understand the tools and the strategies that the rich are using to get richer. We want to be able to use those same tools and strategies so that we can profit for ourselves in any market. Also, be sure to download the free options workshop in the link below. It talks about the two main benefits of trading options over buying stocks. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial planner and I'm not recommending trades. Please do your own research, and if you're new or learning options, I recommend you start small. Why is now the right time for an Iron Condor in Constellation Brands? Guys, we want to sell Iron Condors when IVR, implied volatility rating, is high and when we think a stock is going to trade within a range. Why when IVR is high? Because that's when we can collect more option premium and go wider on our put and call credit spreads so that we have a larger range for the stock price to stay within or move within and still be profitable. Let's take a look at the one-year chart for Constellation Brands, ticker symbol STZ. The stock price is currently trading at 252 and IVR is high at 46. This is because earnings is coming out Thursday, October 5th, before the bell or the opening for the day. We see that there is good support at around the 250 level and resistance at the 265 level. IVR expands and is higher prior to earnings, since if the earnings or the guidance going forward is bad, the stock price will likely drop. Notice I say likely, it's not always the case. If the quarterly revenue and earnings are good and beat expectations and the guidance going forward is good as well, what do you think happens? Most of the time, the stock price does move up. Besides just looking at the chart, we should also do some research so that we can know if the company is a good or a bad one. Constellation Brands has been gaining strength in the beer business, with its Modelo Chelada being the #1 beer in the U.S. beer market, and Modelo Especial is the #1 brand in the high-end category. The forward PE is 21, so I think the stock is fairly priced. Constellation Brands will continue to be a solid stock, and I expect it to trade within a range. Revenue and net income continue to rise year over year, and the balance sheet is steadily improving as well. How do we place an Iron Condor option trade in this stock using options in the most efficient and safe manner? All right, we're going to take a look at how to sell an Iron Condor in STZ on the option trading platform. You can do this with any brokerage on any platform. We're going to use the Tastytrade platform. Tastytrade is one of the best brokerages for trading options. It's the one that I've used for several years, and they are the guys that developed TOS, the Thinkorswim platform, and sold it to TD Ameritrade, which is now Schwab, and the one they still use today. Tastytrade is even better. Right now you can get cash back when you open an account. I'll put a link down below, and if you fund with at least $2,000, it really helps the channel out. It costs you absolutely nothing, and you get cash back. You need a couple $1,000s anyway to place a few different trades. So we punch in STZ in the upper left on the option trading platform. Make sure you are on the Trade tab. This pulls up all the different option chains. We will click and open the November 20 next regular option chain that is 49 days to expiration. Now, an Iron Condor consists of selling an out-of-the-money put vertical spread and an out-of-the-money call vertical spread. We click on the bid to sell the 240 26 delta put option and the ask to buy the 230 put option. We then click on the bid to sell the 265 call option and the ask to buy the 275 call option. This is the call credit spread side of the Iron Condor. We see that we collect $360 in total immediately upon placing this trade and selling the Iron Condor. This is great. I like to try and collect about 1/3 the width of the strikes, so in this case, the $3.60 is just a little more than 1/3 the width of the $10 strikes. With both sides on, it has a 53% chance of being profitable. Switch to the curve mode by clicking on the upper left where it says curve while still on the trade tab. Now we can see the large profit zone in green. As long as the stock price stays within that range by the end of the week on Friday, November 17th at the close, then we keep the entire $360. Now, if the stock price moves big outside of the expected move and our profit range, it's nice to know that the Iron Condor is a defined risk trade. We have $10 wide spreads on both sides, so we are collecting the $360. Our max loss is the 10 minus the 360 or 640. Since there are 100 shares per option contract, our max loss is $640. Finally, an extra tip to make even more money on a simple follow-up add-on trade. Darren, are you always right about these trades? Are you certain I'm going to make $360? No. Trades do not always go our way. Again, I like the fact that the Iron Condor option trade that we are placing has a good chance of being profitable, and the stock price has been trading within that green profit range for a while now. However, sometimes trades just don't stay within the expected moves. Revenue and earnings come out with unexpected results, or management's guidance going forward is less than desirable. So, if the trade goes our way, we close out for the profit and can be done with it. If the stock price moves big in either direction, though, there's something that we can do. Since STZ, Constellation Brands, announces earnings Thursday, October 5th before the bell or opening for the day, any big change in the stock price will occur on the opening Thursday. So for a winner, we close out for the big win right then on the opening and bank our profits. IVR will have collapsed or dropped right after earnings, so most of the premium should come in and we will be able to close and keep much of that 360 collected. If the stock price does move outside of our profit range, then there is something else we can do, and I often do this. We can close the winning side of the Iron Condor for the profit when the market opens. IVR will still be in the process of coming down. We can then wait to see if the stock price moves back and the other side becomes profitable within the next couple of weeks, since we still have time. We can also immediately sell another Iron Condor using the same process that we just covered in the same monthly option cycle. If we lost, then the stock price moved way down or up due to a specific reason. I have found that due to that reason, it will likely stay in that range for a while and not move too much. This allows you to collect some additional premium and hopefully lower the loss from the unexpected move. One final important message. You don't want to put this trade on right now as you're watching this video. Constellation Brands announces earnings on Thursday, October 5th before the bell or the opening for the day. So any big change will occur on the opening Thursday. The stock price may likely move between now and that time. So you want to put this trade on just prior to the close on Wednesday, October 4th. And remember to recenter your strikes. All right, guys, if you're a beginner and this sounded a little confusing, don't worry. It did for me as well at first. We're going to continue to cover option trading, tips and tricks, and different details in future videos. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and share the video with a friend. Also, be sure and download that free option workshop in the link below. All right, have a great day. Leave a comment. Let me know what you're trading. Ask me any questions that you want. I'll be sure and reply. See you in the next video.